Hi! I may have recently made a big mistake. I jumped into a rabbit hole head first, and as far as I can tell, I'm in deep. But this rabbit hole relates to VTubers, so I'm probably actually in level 1 of 99. Now this all started like 2 months ago when I was playing my funny little VTuber games as I love to do, fishing. And I got to thinking about how, well, there's these 3 big games, right? HoloCure, Idol Showdown, and now Holo Break. Now as cool as these games are, I had to wonder, with all of the fame VTubers have and how big and talented their communities are, there's gotta be more than this, right? And some of these lesser known games have gotta be pretty sick, yeah? So, I decided I'd take on the challenge of playing as many VTuber games I could get my hands on. And there's, a lot. Like, a whole lot. Maybe too many, I don't know. Like, as I was looking through them, one game would lead to 5 more, and those would just lead to more after that. And after all this gaming, I would just look up stuff weeks later and still find more games. The ride never ends. I didn't play all of them. Actually, I can't play all of them even if I wanted to, which I'll bring up later. But I sure did play a lot of them, and some of them are actually really good, and totally deserve to at least get mentioned a few times. With that being said, I would love to get right into the games, but how do I do that? I've been thinking of how I'd organize all these games into a video. Do I do it by category, in order of when I played it, how enjoyable they were, how long I played them, file size, PC requirements? Well, I decided to take all of those possibilities, put them in a blender, and just bring them up whenever I see fit. Maybe never for some of the less noteworthy ones. But I'll start the list of off-meta VTuber fan games off with the first one I saw on itch.io, which is where I found most of these. A visual novel. Yeah, I knew from the start there would be plenty of these. And there are so many visual novels. When it comes to games, and most other things in life, I'm impatient and get bored easy, so visual novels aren't usually my kind of thing. But just to get it out of the way, I played this one, Snowed In, An Evening with Shiori Novella, which turned out to be a short and sweet bit of fluff content, which checks off some of my favorite things to have in an interactive media, so it definitely got my attention. What I was surprised by when I finished it up is a direct quote from Shiori's official bio from the official Hololive website, which apparently has listings for every act who works for them, and listings for merchandise you can buy, like a $230 Gura watch, which is totally worth it, by the way. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Oh great, I'm 1 game in and I'm already 4 tabs down. Oh, fuck. Next was VTuber Agency Tycoon. It's a little management game where you hire VTubers and have them stream for you and make money. It was pretty bare bones and I could only play through the first in-game month or so, but for what it was alright. Speaking of management games, there were a few of those, unsurprisingly. Games that let you simulate the life of VTubers, but behind multiple layers of disconnect. Such as this game, VTuber Company, where you get to be the VTuber.
Who is our vessel gonna be today?
Who is our vessel? Oh yeah, I totally would have gone insane if I did this 100% solo. So I managed to rope in a couple of my infinitely funnier friends to join me with a few of the games, like my buddy Arisk.
What would you say that is, like purple?
It's almost a light
pink.
It's very slightly dyed.
If I put you in a meat grinder and all that comes out is your finger, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, he just very slightly died. Yeah.
Another management game I played was Needy Streamer Overload.
No,
Shut
quick!
up!
No,
Shut up!
no,
Shut up! Bonzi Buddy's on my screen!
What are you doing?
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
This is the first of the off-meta types that I knew was actually pretty big, so of course I had to... skip the intro, refuse to read the tutorial, and then get confused at the game and lose horribly? Twice? Yeah, that seems about right.
See, Eric, this is why I don't live stream.
Why? Because you actually have to put effort into it?
Yeah!
No, the game's good. I just, for some reason, wasn't that into it. I don't know. Another game where you play as the VTuber, but isn't a management game is this one, C-Tree Plays Noirwood, where you play as this lady playing a horror game, custom fit with her own reactions. I don't even have to give commentary on this one. Another, unsurprisingly large portion of the games is RPG games. Like visual novels, I'm impatient. Especially when it comes to making this video, because playing through every one of these games to completion would just be hell, and it would take even longer than it already has. So I played a few, and they were pretty alright. Now, here's where I'm starting to get even more confused on how to categorize these, because I don't really know how to categorize RPG games necessarily. A lot of these games have a tendency to be kind of a blend of mechanics and styles, so I guess I'll just mention some now and then some later where their mixed genre fits more into a specific section than RPG, because lots of games can be considered RPG games, but less can be considered, I don't know, gacha games with RPG elements. Well, unless they're RPG games with gacha elements? Whatever. Here's Joker and Pecora's Adventure in the Netherlands. It's something I found on GameJolt, and it certainly feels like it.
Hey, your penis over here. He's taking damage because, like, this is him struggling to open the fucking water bottle.
Cutting his hands on the side of the bottle.
I thought it was kind of funny, which might be a bad tell for my sense of humor, but after getting stuck halfway through, I gave up. Flare Nui Nui Quest is a good game that, after looking at the script, I don't know where I would put it, so it's going here. It's a great side-scrolling action platformer with a variety of weapons and locations. I didn't finish it, but I know it's good from what I did play. Hollow Dungeon is a game with a cute art style that I played for just a little bit. It seemed like a pretty standard RPG, but with the classic Pokemon walk in the grass and you get jumped mechanic. Hololive Isekai is a game that has the Darkest Dungeon style of fighting, which I have no idea if that's something that's like a thing outside of Darkest Dungeon. That's just the game that I know it from. And the art looked pretty nice too, but the game is incomplete right now. Oh well. Hollow Saga, which I don't know if I can classify this as an RPG anymore, is more of a Plants vs. Zombies type game, or a Girls Frontline type game, where you choose a party of 4 and then move them around the screen to kill stuff, and then level them up to kill more stuff. I actually really enjoyed this one. Welcome to the Garden is this cute little game that's kinda like Stardew Valley, but not quite. You live in a little cabin, you grow plants, fish, wander around, and overall just kinda chill. It was a good time. Holo Parade is Battle Cats, which Battle Cats is great, don't get me wrong, but that's all I can really say. It's VTuber Battle Cats. Into the Holoverse is kinda like some of the RPG games I mentioned, but the gacha system is the main thing I was involved with. I got some cool characters, and also Mori, who didn't have any actual art of her. Honestly, I still don't know if I'm classifying these games correctly. Are these really RPG games? I mean, I'm not much of an RPG guy, Scott the Watts Christmas special.
It's horrifying, and I've seen these.
So I don't think I have the authority over what is or isn't a true RPG. But hey, if you got pissed off over the last section, then don't worry. I didn't even bother condensing this next section into categories because this is more of an itch.io junk drawer. So there's no misclassification that can be done here. And as a quick reminder, these were all games I played for about 10 to 20 minutes each, back to back, over multiple sessions of gaming. so I definitely didn't get too in-depth with a lot of these, but I got a general gist of a lot of them. So, here we go. HoloTactics. It's a strategy game. I thought it was pretty neat to see this. When I think of Vtuber game, the first thing that pops into my mind isn't a turn-based hex grid strategy. Well, I wanted to play more, but it totally bugged out on me, and I didn't really feel like starting over just to have it maybe bug out on me again, so I moved on. Korone short game is related to a bit that I don't think I'm in the know of. Phase Connect is one of the many games made for the Phase Connect Game Jam, which means it will not be polished or that detailed, and that is okay. Anyway, it's a great value, visceral cleanup detail. I have hands. I don't know whose hands they are.
Most people do.
Shut up.
I'm gonna throw the brick at your head.
Okay. So.
Damn.
There's nothing on the table. It's not on the table.
What the fuck?
Can you clean that?
I get fucking locked out of this piece of shit game. Piece of shit. Dog shit.
Hey Nules, you wanna be a fucking nerd right now? What's the difference between an AK-47 and an AK-74?
Okay, so the AK-47 was the original model of the AK, right? Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh, you were right, 69.
It's Pipa! It's Pipa!
Don't touch the... That's fun. Lobby 2 is a Vampire Survivors type game. Kind of like HoloCure, but, you know, more bare bones. Fair enough. I still enjoyed it for a little bit. Gura's birthday is... Korone Yubi game. It's one of those games where you collect stuff that falls to the ground. In this case, it's fingers. Moving on. Rage Stream Simulator is a game where you throw cards out to make Pippa mad, but only mad enough to be reasonably pissed off and not mad enough that she quits the stream. The Pippa pizza prank is like Hotline Miami, but you're delivering a really funny pizza as an April Fool's prank. It was pretty fun. Paper Pusher Simulator is kinda like Papers, Please, but not really. You're examining these runes and identifying them. I'm not sure if I was doing it right, but I sure did write some stuff down, so I feel accomplished in that, at least. So, this is greatest phase racist.
What the fuck? No way.
I think they made sound with this. Well, it was for a game jam, so it's made for like, to be in very short amount of time. Oh, this
Is that it?
It's like 2 markers. What?
Bruh.
Oh cool, I have 2 menus on here. Nice. Awesome.
Very fun.
Awesome. It working as intended.
I like how it immediately pops up as a virus.
Oh yeah. It died.
Oh. You just like...
Almost. Yep.
Yeah.
Easy U-turn. Really. Not even an illegal U-turn, really. This is fine. Hollow Boom is a hot potato type game where you throw bombs out to blow up the other fella while you try not to get blown up. It's a unique game, it's really pretty, and it was a good time. Hachama Cooking Simulator is a game where I got the best ending on the first try. And then the game closed itself. How kind, it knew I was done playing. Chrono Crux is like that one old anti-air defense game, but you're Amelia Watson. It's a cute take on a certified classic. Pat the zombie! Pat the zombie! Now where's the secret button where I get to turbo pat the zombie? Ooh. Oh. Yeah! Hey, do you remember that Learn to Fly game with the funny penguin? Yeah, here it is. Delivering Hope. I thought it was pretty fun, but that might be part nostalgia talking. The convenience store is wall paste. It's Nanners, and she's the only person who didn't call out, and she has to run the entire store on her own, and nothing happens for like half an hour. But if you don't respond to the customer as they arrive, they get pissed off and they leave before you tab back into the game. This one just made me feel bad. I'm sorry, Neanders.
To play all those games I
Oh my
couldn't play
fucking
before.
god. This guy, as soon as I start this. You get to see it too then, I guess, because I was just about to show this game to Eris, so.
Holy shit. Damn, wait, so is this game just about watching a person open a convenience store?
Yes.
So how is this a game?
Yeah, what do you actually
Great
do?
question. Well, I think in like 15 minutes when she restocks the entire store by herself, then there would be some amount of gameplay.
Wait. So this is all happening in real time. Like, you just have this on the side, right?
in real time.
It's oddly satisfying.
Is it? It just makes me pissed off to watch. I'm just like, you really have to do this alone. You have to do all the work yourself because you're the only one here.
Is that coffee maker out of order?
Probably.
If you make coffee, aren't you the coffee maker?
Yeah.
If I wash the dishes, does that make me a woman?
Yeah.
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 Fuck me.
I mean, I'm kind of like, you know, the main guy who does the dishes in my apartment, so make of that
Woman.
what you...
Honestly, I feel like me in real life in a convenience store staring at the energy drink section for like 5-10 minutes. Like, what do I get? And then I slowly walk around. Like, I would be the worst customer for convenience store.
Yeah, I should close this game. I feel bad for her. Yeah, I'm gonna close the
Do
game.
it.
Yeah. Goodbye,
Do it.
Neanners.
V-Gun is a silly little roguelike shooter where you kill things. And I sure did kill things. Artemis Minesweeper is actually pretty sick. It's Minesweeper. I like Minesweeper. Not that good at it. And it's also Toho. I suck at Toho. And you get both in one. This game's great! Phase TD2 is a tower defense game where I bought all snipers and then spawned camp balloons for about 15 minutes before closing the game. Kaiju is like those old handheld simple games with 2 buttons. In this one, you jump into the ocean and try to get loot without dying. I died. Council in Court is a basketball game where the AI plays the whole game itself. As much as I tried to hit the ball, I just wasn't able to. They were too fast. Seducing the Reaper. I didn't play this one. I just wanted to mention that it exists. Ethereum Unreality is a game that is far too large for its own good, though it's pretty nice for a 3D fan game, and it has some cool lore stuff that I didn't understand because I do not know VTuber lore. Holo Pets! Yeah, I really like this one. It's just a little creature that you put on your desktop. I had it there for quite a while after this. FaceTime with Girl DM. You punch faces, you steal faces. Simple as. Fall King Pecora. I don't know if I got the game really. It seems like the goal is just to fall as fast as possible. Here's my high score. Miko in Magama is the opposite of Fall King Pecora, where the goal is actually to get as high as possible. And I quickly learned I am much better at falling than I am at climbing.
That could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Nils.
It could have been worse.
I don't think you're getting over it.
If I somehow land at ground zero again, I will close. After this, at least let me finish my sentence first.
You're really good at wanting me to play the game.
Just to have you one-up me immediately.
Yeah, just to like prove that the game isn't that hard. Like,
It's not.
you're making it a lot harder than it needs to be.
It also has some bonus features, which I also failed at.
Maybe? Oh, I lost. Okay.
Bro's gonna die. Wow, you lost the first fight? Oh, that's like the tutorial, dude. Come on.
Anyway.
Holovaders is, surprise surprise, Space Invaders, but VTubers. Wow, Corona Box. It's another top-down action game. You get points based on how many guns you switch to. This game is Toho. I suck at Toho, but this one was pretty fun despite that. I didn't win though. Calliope Mori's Underworld Tour 2022 is golfing, where you punt Ollie's head around a golf course and the game giggles at you for getting an embarrassingly high score. Fair enough. I like this one a lot, actually. Finally on the rapid fire is Age of Advent, because I can't fit this anywhere else. It includes a moody plant harvesting game, Gem, the best damn cooking rhythm game I've played.
Like seriously, it's so good. I'm gonna interrupt the video just for this. Here, listen. Yeah. When you get more goobers, the music gets cooler. Oh, and check this out. I didn't know that this happens until like the last time I played it. If you get like, you know, a shit ton of goobers, it just starts rocking out like crazy. It's so cool. I love this game. This is like, yeah, this is my favorite one out of Age of Advent, honestly. God, it's so nice. It's so cool.
And a game that I wish had native online co-op as a feature, despite the total game being 2 buttons. I really like the menu music, specifically before you hit start, but I can't find it anywhere. I can find the music for after you hit start, the like main theme of the game, but I can't find this like super chill tune that plays when you first open the game. And oh my gosh, I think that was all for the rapid fire games. And honestly, it's the most interesting section for me because of how diverse it all is. From remakes of classic titles to games comparable to modern hits to whole new takes on an established genre with its own spin. These games are pretty sick, honestly, but speaking of a new take on a classic genre, I'll move right along to horror games. That's right, cutesy VTuber ladies, but scary. Very unique, I'm sure you agree. The first one I played was Evil God Corone, a little side-scrolling spooky game where your city slowly gets converted into pure-hearted Corone enjoyers. It was simple and kinda slow, but the style was nice and it felt good to walk around and look at the pretty backgrounds. It reminded me of those like Japanese mid-2000s horror games like Fatal Frame or Kuon or something. Meet Your Oshi is a VTuber Five Nights at Freddy's.
Nah.
I'm not surprised this exists. It's kind of a requirement that if you have a popular media, there needs to be a FNAF recreation of it. This one features the world's least inconvenient to use printer and the ability to sort through trash. He's still running.
Oh my god,
Get out of here.
I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have
no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
He's still
Oh no.
He's still running. I know, it says gullible in the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah. I stole your kidneys.
Oh, again.
Virtual Nightmares was also a FNAF game, but it felt like a lot less of a game. I think Meet Your Oshi spoiled me because I ended up not playing past the first night of this one. Here's a collection of Halloween games, the Myth or Treat Halloween Collection. It's got 5 fun little mini-games. There's this Amelia shooter where you collect the essence of a bunch of living jack-o'-lanterns, a maze slender type game where you try to collect keys to unlock a door to escape Mori, a Gurazilla destroy everything and dodge nukes type game. Is that a subgenre? I think so. The scariest one of all, math. And one where you terrorize the town as a funny little vampire. Overall, neat collection. Though of course the games aren't really made to be scary, just Halloween themed. And they got the cozy Halloween evening pumpkin seed eating Shit. And they got the cozy Halloween evening pumpkin seed eating vibe down well. Memory and learning games. Yup, you heard that right. Surprisingly enough, there's a lot of this type of game, where you're either memorizing something about the VTubers or practicing a skill. First was Voices of Hololive. Listen to an audio clip, match it to the VTuber. I got none of them right. I almost feel like that's more impressive than just getting most of them wrong. Boss Typing is a typing game, if you couldn't guess from the title. But you get to practice your silly little VTuber terms so you can spam chats more effectively. Mume's Memory Juggling is a card matching game with different difficulties, like names to faces and faces to voices. It felt like an advancement of Voices of Hololive, honestly. Finally, I can say I know what a suffering is. There were a couple of FPS games I found, but I'm not sure what I was expecting. Would I expect more shooters out of this? Would I expect at least one Botan-themed shooter game? Was I hoping for one? Yes. But here's what I found anyway. First is Doog, a Korone-themed Doom clone. It was pretty fun. I played on the hardest difficulty. The enemies feel like I have to actually watch out for them, so that was cool. Rabbit Hopper was less of a shooter-type shooter and more of a speedrun-type platformer. You use a shotgun to throw yourself around the map and try to make it to the end. I think the idea is awesome, and I had a great time. Now maybe there's more shooters out there. I didn't find any. I don't know. But that is what I found, so that is what you get. Rhythm games. I mean, of course there's gonna be rhythm games. They're idols. That's what they do. Still, I always enjoy a rhythm game, even if I'm super out of practice with them and kinda suck an embarrassing amount sometimes.
That's fun.
So, indie VTuber Showdown is Friday Night Funkin'. I like the sound of that, I know that game. I've played Flash Revolution, I know what I'm doing.
I have no idea how this works and it shows so much.
No! Because I never played Funkin' or whatever.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Never mind. Holo E and Rhythm Game and VTuber Beats are similar in concept, but not that different in practice, actually. Kind of, though. For one, Holo E and Rhythm Game is actually fully released, and it will not have a boobs DLC. That is all I have to say. The Alive playable MV, well, it isn't really a rhythm game so much as it is a test of how well you can eyeball ricochet angles. It was a really nice chill time, actually. Look, she's having fun too! Kazuna AI Touch the Beat is a VR game that I couldn't get to run in VR, so I played in the desktop mode. I did not know this game had a desktop mode, and honestly, I wish I still didn't. I'm not sure if it's from me not reading the instructions, probably, but I had no idea how to hit these notes. I tried using my mouse, didn't work. And if I am, that's also really annoying to swap from the mouse to keyboard back and forth in the middle of the song multiple times. Now the VR version is good. It is basically Beat Saber, but, you know, VTubers. So if you're gonna play this one, play it in VR. If not, go back to Flash Revolution. Yeah! Yeah! Chikutaku was pretty fun. It's rhythm heaven. There's not much more for me to say than that, but it's a pretty neat Watson reskin of Rhythm Heaven. Aw yeah, fighting games, yeah! I am happy to say there's at least one fighting game that isn't Idol Showdown. So you footsie enjoyers are eating good tonight! God damn it! Oh no, but it's okay, alright? There's this one fighting game that, as far as I can tell, was made by these VTubers, the Omega Sisters. It's called VTuber Fighters, and it's the one game that I mentioned earlier that I can't fucking play because the link is dead. I have no idea how to even play this piece of shit. I don't think anyone backed it up. Maybe there was one person who cared enough to still have this downloaded on their PC, but I don't know. I don't know that person. But I should. I should learn their names, and I should I fucking love this game, man.
This is absolutely lost media, and I would kind of like to play it someday. I don't know if I will ever be able to, though, but I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. It'd be cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't expecting the WarioWare community to be shining in VTuber land, but here we are. We've got Hachamaware, and we've got HoloWare, which is a whole 2 more Wario-coded games than I was expecting. They're pretty well made too, which is a real nice bonus. Here's a couple games that I played really late into my search, like the last 2 games that I played, but they ended up being the ones that I enjoyed the most. One was Big Sana, a very peaceful fishing game where you play as Sana, fishing up planets and other collectibles across the galaxy. Which I might actually go back to play this sometime to relax. It's just chill, it's really fun. Hololive Room Visitor was a VR game where you mess around in various Hololive rooms, like The Office, Moona's Room,
Okay. And Botan's room.
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Put the gun on him and kill him.
Which is my favorite. I may as well just show this one off a bit more because I actually had a whole lot of fun just existing here for a while.
Oh my god, and it's posters of herself. Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. Oh, it's such an adorable teeny tiny little mic, oh my gosh. With a teeny tiny little baby pop filter, oh I love it.
The place where it all happened. Look, what are you doing here? Hey, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Come on. Yeah, you're safe. You're all safe. It's a little gremlin controller. Meow, 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 meow. Hell yeah. The fridge is filled with no. We're out of stocks. You know? Ah, jeez. Shit. Sorry. Oh, I didn't realize I've been out here just being a jackass and just throwing things around and there's someone here. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's one of you. Alexa, look up men kissing. Yo! We're going to the Botan world now. My favorite. I may be in heaven. Bombs? Oh, guns! Sweet. Oh, great googly moogly, there's a lot in here. Okay. Please tell me I can go out here. Thank fuck I can go out here. Hi, button. I like the texture job on this. Not because it's good, but because I know what they did. And I think it's funny, and I've done the same thing myself, is just taking the model and then just like taking a picture of an actual gun and then just like slapping the side view of the gun onto the side, you know? Is that one gun? Oh, it's one gun! Anyway, that's enough. It was great time. I recommend, actually. It was fun.
And how could I talk about VTuber games without going into the main ones that I know and love, and I'm sure you do too. Now, what makes them so great? Sure, it's nice seeing the wide variety of games that people come up with across the internet, but there's a reason these particular ones are so popular. They deserve their popularity. Kinda like the M1911, or Pizza. These games have each taken a niche, implanted VTubers into it, and then expanded it, and very importantly, polished it to make it something truly unique and high quality. There isn't a game that's just like these three. You can get really similar experiences, hell, you can get a similar experience just from other VTuber games, but nothing is quite the same as Gacha Vampire Survivors with fishing, fighting to drink tea with an owl in a roguelike,
I just love the running animations for all these characters, like
or beating the snot out of your friends with the word beetle.
feel my pain!
Now these games have had a lot of effort and time put into them, so it makes sense that they'd be where they are now, and I'm so happy to see that these devs' efforts are being rewarded. Now if you'll excuse me, I think I'm gonna be busy for a while. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Later.
This would be evil to own. Oh. Oh.